Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I'm Nai. It's time for us to fight this trainer. Who do we want to lead off against her? So she should have some pretty strong Pokemon. I'm pretty okay with leading off with Charmeleon. What do you got? You guys think Charmeleon should be a good lead off? I think Charmeleon should be a good lead off. Yeah, coach, you do that. This coach is going to give me a workout, apparently. I don't think that's true. But let's see what Tasha can do. Poliwhirl, huh? Okay, well, I have the wrong Pokemon out. Okay, well, that's an easy fix. Ivysaur, I choose you instead. There's a lot of things I was talking last episode about a lot of things that I'm really enjoying about, I mean, it's not just the Let's Go series that's doing this. There's also a lot of... Ooh, Bubble Beam. Nice. There's a lot of stuff that they've been doing over the course of the past few Pokemon games that are kind of ridiculously cool. You know, really, XY started to really... Well, really Black and White is where some of this stuff started. Black and White started trying to introduce the concept of a storyline to Pokemon, where we're actually doing more stuff, where things are really happening. Black and White started the concept of, you know, there's kind of this more grand storyline. The teams are actually, you know, Team Rocket, Team Plasma, Team Galactic, all that good stuff. The teams are starting to do some stuff more than what we expected them to. They're not just bumbling idiots like Team Rocket tends to be. You know, Team Rocket actually does some stuff in the TV show, but in the game, they just have a lot of things they try to do, and they're not really successful. And, you know, we can go and we can talk about, you know, in Pokemon Gold and Silver, they don't really get to do much. Ruby and Sapphire, you know, the teams are a little bit more effective. They actually kind of reach the goal that they're aiming for in getting Groudon and the other one, whose name is currently escaping me. Oh, hey, Primeape. Cool. Nope, the other one's not. No, the one's not coming to me. The water one. But they kind of get that to happen, but they still don't really get much done. You know, I don't even remember what the hell they're doing in Diamond and Pearl, to be 100% honest with you. Like, it's just, I don't remember them being important there. Black and White, they start actually having a point purpose behind them. X and Y, bigger stuff starts happening. Sun and Moon, now we actually get kind of a flip side where it's not the team that we're worried about. It's actually a different group. The team is actually just, they exist. So we are starting to see these storylines show up and these interactions that kind of make these groups a little bit more interesting for the standard player to interact with. Venonat grows to level 19. Awesome. And there goes Tasha. Wait, what do you mean, youngster? Excuse you? Okay, got Brick Break. Awesome. You know, I have never actually gotten all the TMs in a Pokemon game. Let me go heal up. Hello, that's an item. I'm gonna go re-heal up real quick just because there are a couple of fights in Dark Tunnel. But I'm really enjoying this kind of, you know, interaction that we're getting that really builds up some of these characters. There's a number of characters that I am still kind of waiting for that I know we're gonna have more fun interactions with. But I'm looking forward to them actually going, you know, Lorelei is only one member of the Elite Four. She's the first member of the Elite Four. I'm looking forward to seeing, do we actually interact with Lance? You know, are we gonna see Agatha this episode or next episode? Which is, that's a big question I have, because we're gonna be, also, I pointed this out last episode. I want to point this out again. Do I want to use, yeah, we'll use Light Up. I like that it actually prompts you for that. Neat. We're gonna be immediately leaving, though. So just, I want to put this out. Look at the entrance to the tunnel. It's like a tile thick, 2 tiles thick. The depth of the tunnel is actually more than it looks like it can exist there. Like, standing right here, we're underneath the lip. It looks like we can go 2 more steps. So I'm assuming the idea is that you go in and you immediately go down the ladder, but it still looks goofy as all get out. So it's Rock Tunnel now. It used to be Dark Cave. And, oh, hey, it's a Graveler. Awesome. Let's go pick up Graveler. Is Graveler going to go do the jumpy bullshit? I'm assuming Graveler's gonna... Yep, Graveler's doing jumpy bullshit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, like, are we gonna see Agatha in just a few minutes, right? Are we actually gonna see that? Are we going to, like, are we gonna see some of this stuff? Because these are kind of cool things. We can introduce these characters. And I love the idea of, in Pokemon, these characters being more... Wow, we're seeing some really big variance on height, at least. You know, it's only about 25 pounds in terms of weight, but height, that's a good 5 inches. I mean, we're seeing some good variance. I want all the midgets in my party, I'll be honest. But I like that idea. I like these characters that we're interacting with being more than just a trainer you eventually beat, and that's about it. So is this a Pokemaniac? He's wearing a Slowpoke outfit. Yep, Pokemaniac. Okay. Interesting. All right. Charmeleon may not be the right Pokemon to lead off with here. We're gonna switch over to Ivysaur. But yeah, I'm enjoying that, and there's kind of a lot more going on here. Keep in mind, you know, in Pokemon Yellow, they did add a lot of this kind of interaction, storyline buildup. You know, that was something that Pokemon Yellow did a lot of. I don't remember it being to this level, though. You know, in Pokemon Yellow, you were given, you know, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander in roughly the same places that I was given to them in this series. And they were a little bit of the same things. It was kind of, you know, a Squirtle, if I remember correctly, a Squirtle that was causing problems and was picked up by, you know, I can't remember if it was Officer Jenny, for a random police officer, but you did get the Squirtle that way. And it was trying to follow the TV show because you were effectively Ash in Pokemon Yellow. So, you know, I kind of am enjoying seeing some of that stuff come back. But as I said, I don't remember. My dog is doing stuff on my bed, and I don't know what she's doing. She's jumping around and playing for some reason. She's trying to get my attention. I know she's trying to. Oh my god, the look on this guy's face is terrifying. Oh, hey, Cubone. Cubone. Cubone Bone? Hey, get back here. Okay. Got it. See, I'm just enjoying that. One of the things that I ended up loving about Pokemon Sun and Moon was very much seeing the Pokemon out and about. You know, there was a specific point. It was actually fairly... Oops, damn. Good hit. You should be on a baseball team. Oh, damn it. You should be on a baseball team. But there was a certain point that you go that there was a Magmar sitting and cooking food. You know, and it wasn't like the goofy thing that we've seen in some other sections of the game where like someone's cooking on Charmander's tail. It was like Magmar was actually doing cooking. And it was kind of this cool thing where it's like, okay, cool. The Pokemon actually do something in, where's the skull? It's the sea smother. It cries echo inside the skull and come out as a sad melody. That's such a shame. But it, you know, it definitely was that feeling of like, okay, now I'm actually seeing Pokemon in the wild doing things and Pokemon not in the wild doing things. Like I'm seeing, you know, I'm seeing these Pokemon actually interact with people, which was a cool thing. It was a lot, it was getting into, I think I need to grab one more Graveler. It was seeing Pokemon actually doing stuff, which was probably the coolest part of it. And now we're seeing a lot more of that. We're seeing Pokemon interact a lot more and do a lot more. And it's the same thing. It's the world is the world is coming to... God damn it. The world is coming to life in the game in a way that we've never seen before. And that's so damn cool. Can you stop being annoying? Just get in the ball. Click. Thank you. So Graveler is one of the Pokemon that evolves when we trade it. I wanted a second Graveler just so I could, you know, send the first one, and now I don't have to evolve a Geodude anymore. Which is neat. So I'm wondering, when it comes to, you know, we've caught Pokemon that are heavier than their counterparts. You know, oh, hey, Rhydon. Neat. Rhydon, if I remember correctly, was originally only from the Safari Zone. So I'm kind of interested. You know, I know that we have, instead of the Safari Zone, we've been kind of given the indication that there's going to be, like, the Pokemon Go Park instead. Which is going to be something a little bit different. So I'm kind of interested in that concept. Like, what is the Go Park going to be instead of Safari Zone? Because for those of us players who played Red and Blue and kind of are aware of, you know, where... God damn it. It always does it when I have to throw it to get the... whoops. When I have to throw it in order to get the Excellent, which is kind of annoying. But, you know, it makes me wonder, as, like, a player, like... I'm aware of where Rhydon originally comes from. Sorry, Rhyhorn. Rhydon's later. I'm aware of where Rhyhorn comes from, like where I would normally find Rhyhorn. So I wonder what that's, you know, what that tells us as players. Now, I believe Rhyhorn's one of the ones I can ride. And I think that might be why we don't get a bicycle this time around, because we can have a Pokemon to ride, and that makes us move faster. Hey, Kangaskhan, one of my favorites, actually. Hopefully we'll find one soon. Now, Kangaskhan is normal and fighting, I want to say? Or maybe it's just flat normal. God, Fake Out is such an annoying move. It always goes first, and it's guaranteed to flinch you if it hits you. But it's very, very low, maybe no chance to actually deal damage, or even to hit you after the first turn. Okay, so apparently Charmeleon is not up to this fight. Pikachu, I think you're the one I'm going to go with here. So we are finally starting to see, you know, not all of these fights, but some of these fights are starting to be fights that I can't just sweep. Which, you know, as a player, I kind of appreciate, and as a you know, a YouTube person, I kind of don't. Okay, definitely at least normal type. You know, I kind of appreciate it, but at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, if I can sweep you, I can go faster. If I can't sweep you, I have to kind of go at a certain pace. And I don't have a lot of control over that pace. It's a lot more time going back to, Charmeleon wants Dragon Rage? Absolutely. Let's see. So that's always inflicts 40 HP. That's going to be really good right now, and it's going to start falling off really fast. But it's going to be very, very good. Because you can look at, like, Pikachu only has 73 health. We can probably look at Ivysaur as probably going to be our tankiest person. Hey, Psybeam. I like that idea. Let's drop Disable for that. So yeah, I mean, we get a little bit more in the way of combat. It's a little bit less in the way of that. I don't know, maybe you guys want to see harder fights that actually make me struggle a little bit. We actually want to, you know, maybe actually do want to see Pokemon get knocked out. You know, that's hey, Machop. Come here, you. I don't know, maybe you guys do want to see that. You want to see Pokemon actually get knocked out and us to have a moment where I don't just sweep easily. And I hope you guys don't want to see Pikachu get knocked out, but I mean... I don't want to see Pikachu get knocked out. Click. Oh, come on. Get clicked. So we are very rapidly starting to see that the Pokeball is no longer as good as it once was. We will eventually catch. It just takes longer now. Are you going to make me give you a berry? Don't make me give you a berry. I don't want to give you a berry. I want you to get caught. Click. Fine, I'm going to give you a berry. What I'm also kind of curious of is, are we going to start seeing berries that are more effective than the ones that were... I don't know why... Oh, of course. Give him the berry, he immediately runs away. Is this guy fighting me? No. Interesting. So even though he's actively turning, he's actually not getting ready to aggress. That being said, I'm going to aggress you. Can I beat your power? Dude, you don't even know. You are not even aware. This is Black Belt Dudley. Oh, that's a problem. That is a problem. I was not expecting an Onyx to show up. Let's immediately switch to Ivysaur. That's level 24. So it's... Sandshrews having a hard time catching up. Slam, huh? Damn. That looked moderately painful. It's okay. We got this. Ooh, that's a problem. That's going to really lower my defense. Harshly lowers my defense. I think that's 2 stages, harshly. Now, can someone explain to me why the gigantic rock snake is faster than I am? That's a problem. Now, admittedly, taking a lot of damage during fights is not quite as bad as it would have been in, like, Pokemon Yellow. Because the actual... Oh, hey, Sandshrews evolving. Nice. The actual, unfortunately, Sandshrew will now be leaving our party as soon as it hits Sandslash. The actual, like, lack of random encounter helps. But also the fact that in a random encounter, we are not actually fighting means that I don't have to worry about that. Like, one of the things that you ended up having a lot in like, older Pokemon games is that you would have a random encounter and you would have to fight it or something like that. And, you know, you may sweep, right? You may be able to just take out the, take out the opponent, and that's it, and you're done. Who do I want to... Guess we'll do Zubat now. You may just take out the opponent immediately, but in a lot of cases, you would actually take a hit. I have no idea where I'm going. Let's go back this way real quick. But, hello. Hi, friend. Kangaskhan was also... Holy crap, you're immediately there. Kangaskhan was also a Pokemon that, let's see. So that was that. Can I also use Nanab Berry? Darn it. Hold on, guys. Okay. Let's see if we can actually catch Kangaskhan. Come on, give me that. But yeah, you really end up having a... Nice, that was instant. You really do end up having a time when you're taking a lot of damage, and you might actually have trouble getting to your next Poké Center because of how much damage you took. Also, Pikachu leveled up and Pidgeotto leveled up. That's nice. Okay. So we got our Kangaskhan. Won't run from any fight, you say. I'm kind of curious how true that is. Okay. I will be right back. Okay, and I return. Sorry about that. Oh, hey, Golbat. Well, that will save me some time right there. Hi, Golbat. That was a 90-degree to the left throw. That was straight on. Come on. There we go. The motion controls are mildly obnoxious, to say the least. I also gotta remember I need to make, like, a smooth downwards motion as opposed to, like, a sharp jerk. And it's kind of this weird thing, especially with a lot of these Pokemon that we're starting to see now that have this kind of obnoxious movement. Hopefully we're going to be able to, like, actually buy berries at some point. Because we're starting to run out. It looks like every Pokemon is starting to do this nonsense. And the other problem is that you get one throw after you give them the berry. So if you don't catch on that one throw... Come on. Just do it. No! Okay, there we go. That should be it, right? Yes? Come on, dude. Like, you're just a Golbat. You're not that big a deal. Click. We are actually starting to run out of Pokeballs here. I'm going to have to actually go buy some more. Come on. What? Freaking Golbat. Yeah, we're going to be having some trouble just because we don't... Okay, this was the end of this direction. Okay, I had to make sure. Had to make sure. Can we find an Onix? Okay, there's another Golbat. I'm gonna feed it. Yeah, you're in my face. I got it. Okay, let's go ahead and feed it a raspberry, which apparently just makes it, I guess, easier to actually catch. But again, the problem is it only works for one throw. There we go. Which I guess is not bad, but I think especially when you have a situation where you're likely to be throwing multiple Pokeballs, especially in a situation like, I mean, most people are not going to be doing what I'm doing, which is doing a Pokeball-only run. But, you know, I don't imagine that you get instant catches with, you know, other Pokeballs. Okay, so we no longer need to have Zubat in the party. So who's next? Okay, so let's see. Apparently it's gotta be Paris. Bye-bye, Zubat. I don't know how I feel about the game giving me all these high... Hello, Rhyhorn. I actually do need another Rhyhorn because it does evolve, so let's see about catching this one. There all seems to be some variance between when I do the throw motion with the controller and when it actually throws the Pokeball. I had finished the throw motion about half a second before the Pokeball actually threw. But if you actually look at... I mean, it's impossible for you guys to look at because you can't see when I'm actually doing the motion. But on some of the other throws that I've done, it actually starts the throw motion in the Pokeball when I'm only halfway done with my throw motion. So I don't know if that's a question of, like, the actual motion controls not kind of going when we would expect them to go, or I'm going to have Pikachu lead off now against this hiker. Let's go ahead and dodge that Golbat real quick. Okay, so we have a fight either way. That's fine. I just want to make sure we weren't missing anything. Your techniques are going to leave me crying, huh? That's not nice. So, Hiker Allen. You got it, Pikachu. Okay. And oddly enough, Pikachu should have it. Like, it seems so weird to be throwing a Pikachu against, you know, rock Pokemon and ground Pokemon. But Pikachu should legitimately have it. Ooh, Stealth Rock. Okay, that admittedly is a neat animation. So Stealth Rock's thing is that Stealth Rock says that anytime I swap out a Pokemon, for the remainder of the battle, the Pokemon, I think it's just the one swapping in, takes damage on the way in. It's pretty effective, especially when you have a 6 Pokemon fight that's about to happen. Hopefully, I'm not going to actually need to swap out. That is my hope. Hopefully, we'll be able to double kick our way to victory. Now, is anybody else picturing, like, Pikachu jump through the air and doing that spinning, like, double kick? Kick one, spin, kick twice. Uh-oh. That's actually not good. That's really not good. Crud. So dig is a ground move. Ground is strong against electric. So Pikachu's about to take a bunch of damage. But the other problem is dig makes you vanish for a turn. So I actually didn't have a way to land a hit to stop him from doing that. That's why I did a heal, because I couldn't do anything else that turn to him. And heal would keep Pikachu going. Now, what we also saw was one of the kind of cool things about Pokemon Affection. This has been going on for a long time, by the way. This is not new to the Pokemon Me generation games, which started with, like, X and Y. Certain actions you take... Hey, that was Pokemon Me right there, the heart. That was a separate affection rating. But Pokemon actually feel towards you different ways, and I want to say this started with, I think it was Gold and Silver, actually, because Eevee evolved into Umbreon or Espeon. Yes, Paris can learn Growth. Growth is a good move. We'll do that as opposed to Sleep Powder. But walking with, like, having your Pokemon in your party, every step you walk increases happiness. I believe happiness is the term the game actually uses. It's happiness for this term, and then affection is the one from Pokemon Me, or at least that's what I recall. But also using items on your Pokemon increases happiness. So what I don't know is, in this, number one, are they considered to be the same thing? Like, do we consider affection and happiness to be the same thing in Let's Go Pikachu? Because, let's be fair, you might. But also on the flip side, like, it might be just a Pikachu thing. Because we've seen that Pikachu does have certain things that no other Pokemon does. No other Pokemon gets some of this happiness thing that Pikachu's getting. Venonat hits level 21. Nice. Go ahead and pull out that Poliwhirl. That's fine. Throw your fighting Pokemon against my flying Pokemon. Let's not, well, I'm just going to laugh at you all the way. Wing attack is so good. Ow. And unfortunately, it looks like I'm not getting my... Excuse me, not getting my super effectives from this. Well, that's a shame. That's fine. Poliwhirl's gonna go down anyways. Bye, Poliwhirl. God, it looks so sad as it falls away. And bye, Black Belt Eric. Okay, no evolution of Venonat, so we get to keep Venonat in our party for a little while longer. Kind of feel bad having all of these Great Balls that I'm just flat not going to use. Okay, so there's another part of the cave over there that I haven't visited yet. So we're going to be kind of on the lookout for that. Is that probably going to be going left up here somewhere? I don't know. Let's go fight the Picticker. Do I want to leave Pidgeotto at the start? I guess. So the only downside to doing the kind of swap out that I've been setting up is that you end up not having a lot of Pokemon to use when the game really expects you to. A lot of the game is a kind of a war of attrition. You know, and you win the war by having more troops than your opponents do. And that's really what we have here. Like, all of these... Oh my god, you have Flamethrower at this level? Ooh, that's a problem. All of your Pokemon... All your opponents have, you know, multiple Pokemon. But they... Like, we're only saying 1 to 2, right? I have 6. But I only effectively have 4. Because we're not using those other 2 Pokemon slots. So I'm about 2/3 as effective as the game really expects me to be. And hey, that's fine, because as you have seen in this game so far, our opponents don't actually have a lot of stuff going for them. Their Pokemon are fairly weak, let's be fair. And they only get 1 or 2 of them. I have 4 extraordinarily strong Pokemon on my team. And what's more important is I have healing items. I now have less healing items than I did a second ago. I should probably go buy... Oh, hello. Yoink. So, Dark Cave, now Rock Tunnel, is a little bit longer than I was expecting it to be. I thought we'd be out of it by now. Like, I legitimately thought we'd be leaving. Hey, cool. That didn't take long. I don't know, maybe I just don't remember that well about how long this cave actually is. That's probably it. Okay. So now we got Machop. So how does a Pokemon master martial arts? Also, I love that it's called the Superpower Pokemon. It's like, yeah, this guy's Batman. Okay, so I think I did lead off with Ivysaur, right? Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and fight this hiker. This fiker. We're gonna fight this fiker. We're gonna fight this hiker, and then that'll call it good for the day. We've gotten a good amount done. You know, we've caught a fair amount of Pokemon. I think I have to go double check. We'll double check our Pokedex at the very end here. But I am fairly certain we just passed the 50 Pokemon in the Dex mark. Which is kind of impressive given how early in the game we are. Like, you got to remember, guys, if you think about Pokemon, so we have not even reached our 4th gym. Oh, holy crap! Thunder's available to me. It's 110. So the only problem with Thunder, it's really powerful, but the accuracy sucks. I think we're gonna drop Thunder Wave. Because this will give me an accurate, powerful attack, a inaccurate, super powerful attack, and a fast attack for Pikachu. So Pikachu will have some work. Pikachu will be doing some stuff. But yeah, so the thing about Pokemon games is, especially when you the very early game is slow in Pokemon games, and that's pretty normal in Pokemon, right? The early game is slow. We end up taking a while to get from area to area. We don't have stuff like fast travel available to us. So instead, you know, it takes us a while to get from place to place. We have a lot of fighting we have to do. And the world is a very large place. But the more badges you get, can we stop it with Dig? Okay, we're going to swap out to Pidgeotto. Why am I... No, I'm not going to swap out to Pidgeotto. That's dumb. Ivysaur, you're just going to have to soak this. I apologize. Is Ivysaur going to be able to soak it? Yes. Okay. Ivysaur's in a bit of a pinch, and it looks like it may cry. Oh, I feel bad about that. But yeah, things tend to speed up, but we still haven't even hit the halfway point in badges yet. So to be close to a third of the way through the Pokedex and less than half of the way through the actual game is kind of impressive. So where are we? 49, so we're 1 off. And hey, like, I could get that 1 right now. Just given the fact that I have a Leaf Stone and we have a Gloom. But that's going to be it for me, guys. When I catch you guys next time, we're going to be moving on. And we'll be leaving the cave. I'll see you soon.